I came back to China the first time in 1979. The Chinese science, not bad at that time, but something is always lacking that I felt strongly, namely the kind of creativity and the kind of passion that I think a scientist should have. And so I looked up into the education system and all that, and there's something missing to help for children to be enthusiastic about science and also learn how to be creative. So I start to think about this competition, and especially after my two children who has joined the Intel competition in the about 25 years ago, and I observed a phase transition before and after they did the competition. My two children all become biologists, and one of them is very successful. Both of them are successful. One of them becomes a professor now in Harvard Medical School, and I think a very important key part for his interest in biology is through the Intel competition, with the guidance by the teacher in high school and also the professor in Harvard University, who really helped him to study, to do the experiment in the lab in Harvard. So I thought we should try to do similar thing in Hong Kong and in China, but it's not so easy in Hong Kong at those days. So I started up in China, and then I watched things are rather better in those days. At the beginning, it was mathematics only. Friendly, I mean, if I do not start out from mathematics, it will be difficult to do other subjects, because in biology, for example, the high school student doesn't have much opportunity to do experiment, to go to university and all that. But now it's all changed, of course. But even in mathematics, at the very beginning, I found out the students' background are very poor. But the examination or the competition does change their view. And after many years, I'm watching they grow up very fast. Then I start to do physics, biology, chemistry, and then computer science and economics. As you see, there are 6 fields. So, well, it's now very well established in the sense that many of the Ivy League schools in America actually are admitting our students who got award. In the last few years, the gold and the silver and the bronze, all of them are admitted by Harvard. Early admission, in fact. Some go to Stanford, some go to Princeton and all that. So at least that is a reasonable objective judgment on how well our students do in these competitions. And of course, I watched firsthand, at least in the mathematics, how they grow up.